The Batman Who Laughs issue 4 sees Bruce trapeze through the city with Dick, reminded of a saying Gotham has about happiness is seeing the world through the eyes of children, and how he's always reminding himself of that after a bad night. In the present, Bruce puts on the Batman Who Laughs visor, but Alfred rips it off, telling him he has always beaten every monster by remaining true to himself, and he isn't going to let this happen. The crazed Bruce tells Alfred that he figured out that the Dark Batman can see all things people fear, desire, and their urges, and the visor is a filter that allows him to focus and see what he wants. Bruce's own visor does the same thing, and he thinks he can use it to help beat the Batman Who Laughs by predicting where he'll go. Alfred refuses to give it back to Bruce, so he attacks him, but Alfred makes short work of the Dark Knight. Alfred doesn't want to cripple Bruce, who grabs him after seeing the dark energies around him, telling Alfred that he has done nothing but hold him back and he is pathetic. Bruce regains control over himself, hugging his old friend and apologizing. Alfred says that his job is to protect him and he fears there is no protecting Bruce this time. Taking the visor, Bruce says that Batman isn't about him, it's about everyone else and about Gotham, and Alfred taught him that, so he needs to see it as the Batman Who Laughs does. The Batman Who Laughs meanwhile gloats over Jim Gordon, happy to finally meet him, regaling Jim with the story about how when he was Batman they were best friends, but then the Joker got to Jim, crippling him with acid after killing all of the other villains. The villain welcomes Jim to his home, but he won't be there for long since he already has 4 canisters and he only needs 2 more so he can change the entire city. Jim gets free from his mouth gag, calling the villains just another costume in the Arkham intake bin, since he's seen him for what he truly is. Batman meanwhile races through the city, which thanks to the visor he can see the many patterns in the people of Gotham, both good and bad. The darkness soon overtakes him and causes him to see all of the people fighting, but Alfred's voice brings him back, telling him he was right about the Batman Who Laughs using the electrical grid of the city to direct more energy to the repositories of dark metal left over. Alfred says there is enough of these deposits left to create portals to bring more Bruce Waynes through. James meanwhile contacts Batman, telling him he's narrowed down the waterways the villain will use to deposit the canisters. James asks how Batman is, and the Dark Knight merely says that he is fine. Before leaving, James reveals that his father always respected Batman's no-kill rule. Even the Joker's death would be a slippery slope, however. But Jim himself thinks that that's nonsense, since he himself has gone through many things and has killed, and he was that person long before he actually killed, and the slope isn't the action, it's the belief. Before Batman goes, James says that he knows Batman will win the day, but in case he does and is still overtaken by the darkness inside of him, does Batman have a failsafe? To which Batman doesn't answer him. 3 hours earlier at the Last Laugh Resource compound, Batman tests the water for contaminants, but finds that it's clean. Suddenly the Joker arrives and Batman demands to know why he is there. Joker surprisingly says he is there to talk, but Batman doesn't want to talk. Joker says he didn't come to laugh or joke, but to say he didn't get what he wanted. Batman is surprised since this was all of Joker's final trap, but the villain says that he will always be at war with Batman and he believes one day he will win and finally get the last laugh, but he wants Batman to know that's not what he wants. He doesn't want Batman to win either, but for neither of them to win. Knowing the Joker doesn't want the Batman Who Laughs to succeed, Batman helps the villain up as he tells him good luck. Batman tells Joker should he turn into the Batman Who Laughs, his friend Alfred won't be able to kill him, but Joker will, and the clown happily agrees to blow his head off should he return. In the present, Batman infiltrates Blackgate prison, finding one of the energy signatures. Alfred warns him to be careful, seeing the portal could grab him and transport him elsewhere when bringing a new Bruce Wayne into his world. Batman is confronted by an armed officer, but manages to talk him down by recognizing who he is and telling him that he is indeed the real Batman. As he studies the portal, he is sucked into it, confronted by the old Bruce Wayne of this world who now runs Blackgate prison. The Grim Knight meanwhile frees Jim, going against the Batman Who Laughs orders and telling him his Jim brought his perfect Gotham down around him, and since Jim hunted him on his world, he's gonna hunt this Jim on his world, giving Giving Jim a head start, the Grim Knight plans on releasing a few of his hounds on the detective. Batman meanwhile tries to convince Bruce he's in danger, but as the old man talks about his Gotham not being like old Gotham, they are transported back to Batman's world. Not wasting any time, he grabs Bruce and slows the oncoming SWAT team with some ice walls. The officer who helped Batman, however, activates a large glass window, separating Batman from Bruce and the officer. The officer then kills Bruce as Batman demands to know why he killed him, but the officer just says that he knows Batman's tricks. Jim meanwhile is hunted down by the Robin Hounds, who rip into him viciously as James prepares to dump the serum into the reservoir. The officer meanwhile reveals himself to be the Joker, who says that Batman is finally looking at Gotham through their eyes and the eyes of his real children, the Batman Who Laughs and the Joker. Batman is surrounded by the SWAT team as Joker reassumes his disguise, telling the officers to take him down. Batman tries to stop them, but they all open fire on him, seemingly killing him. The Batman Who Laughs issue 4 was another really awesome issue that explained the purpose of the titular villain's Hellraiser-like visor. I love seeing Batman also trying to grapple with this darkness overtaking him and how he's trying not to become like the Batman Who Laughs, and he's using everything he can to fight against that. Joker's little team up with Batman was also both unexpected but also kind of expected, since if the Batman Who Laughs wins, Batman technically wins, but then so does Joker, and that's something that Joker doesn't actually want, since the game he's been playing with Batman for all these years would be up, and he would feel he would have no meaning. I've absolutely loved that part of Batman and Joker's relationship, and I love that Scott Snyder has invested so much time in building up that part, and it's also sort of paying off here. So I'm really looking forward to the last 2 issues and how Batman will defeat not only the Joker but the Batman Who Laughs, probably 2 of his greatest foes. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.